I would just say, like a lot of people, I think immediately, I don't have enough money, or I'm afraid of losing my money in options, because that's like the stigma about buying options, right?
I said covered call. I never say options. Sometimes I say option later, but yeah.
Right.
The beginning, it's come with so much like resistance.
Yeah. Once you learn it, like you've been doing this for 30, 40, 50 years, making money, like that compounds, right? Even whatever the cost of the school, like even if you didn't make it back in the first year, like think of the next 30 years of using these skills. But a lot of people don't think that way, right? They see an expense.
That's deep. What I found out that people don't want to listen the minute you tell them how much money you make. By the percentage or by what you manage to do, immediately they are blocked and they don't want to hear. Because the percentage that we do, immediately to them, I don't know, it's been translated in the head as a risky thing that doesn't make any sense, and immediately that's the assumption. I had that recently with a friend, and I think I talked about it during the radio show on Saturday. And the funny thing is that most people somehow have stocks, right? It can be in their retirement plan, it can be in their kids' saving, and they don't get that that's exactly what we do. We own stocks, and we do something while we hold the stock that they don't do. And I found out when I explain covered calls, or I explain what we do and how we do it to people, by saying, I'm doing exactly what you do. I own stock. I just don't care if it's going up or down. I make money on the stock anyway. And immediately it brings the subject to question. Really? Can you do that? And people are amazed. They don't get it. Because when you tell about the percentage, when you talk about all that, immediately people get blocked. Oh, it's another fund, it's another thing. I will give you 100% in a year and then you won't see money. It's how do they call it? The Fonzi scheme. Exactly, all those things. What did I say? I said Fonzi.
Yeah, it's a Fonzi scheme, yes.
I did say Fonzi.
Yeah.
Yeah, people don't believe, people don't get it. And if you come from a point, that's my advice, because it's important for me to do this for others. And it doesn't matter if it's family members and all that. There are people that will never agree, because it's easier to not accept what we do. Even if they understand what I'm telling them, they don't want to hear them. Like my wife's aunt. It doesn't matter how many times I will explain it to her. She said, no, what you do is risky.
Because otherwise, everybody would be doing it. Well,
are we worried about that? Exactly.
Yeah, I know. Why isn't everybody doing this if you can...
It's exactly that. It's ridiculous. I will tell you something. In 2009, I was with a friend in Israel in a meeting. Okay? I took him to a meeting not far from where I worked. We went into a very dark and weird office.
Classic Omri.
Okay.
And what did you do in the dark and weird office, Omri?
Besides the point, Debbie.
That's after hours, Bill.
After we all took our clothes off, the guy... So I want to tell you, the guy basically took his wedding album. He took out all the pictures of his wife parents. I would do that same. But you know, the uncles, everybody. And he put pictures of houses. And I'm in a meeting, and it was the weirdest thing in the world. The guy is showing me, this is 5,000, there is a tenant inside. This is 3,000 if you want. There is no tenant inside, it needs renovation. This is $1,000, and that's the way it was. Today we know that people went through sheriff sales in 2009, and they bought properties by the weight. They didn't even care what they're buying, right? They just bought so many. And many of them flipped them because they bought them for $1,000 and they sold them for $3,000. Who cares? But that's what happened back then. And I remember the friend that I brought to this meeting, and it was no chance. This is a scam. How you can buy a house like that? It's not possible. He's lying to us and all that. I will tell you right now, whoever was there without a friend like I brought and said, you know what? I will take this one and this one, like supermarket, right? I will take this one and this one and this one and this one. They're pretty rich today. So that's the thing. Sometimes we question that, and I know that when I talk to people about covered calls, yes, they are questioning it very heavily, but there are things we don't know. There are many people here in this room that if we told them the word covered calls 3 years ago, they would say, stop cursing me. Here we are. So yeah, there is a way to get to people, and I think it's important because we all want that people around us will succeed. It's important.